back deep for Seattle. And we are underway in week 2 of the preseason. This is White. And he's taken down at the 20-yard line. Drew Lock leads the Seahawks offense onto the field in his 8th NFL season.
And Drew Lock, he's had some success in the NFL, and what I really like is he understands his role. He understands that Sam Darnold is the guy, but when I step in, I need to be equally as productive as Sam Darnold, make some of the plays, but we know that it's going to revolve around this run game. So let's take a look at what happens in the run game and then the play action off of it.
There's the Cartier Wright as the Seahawks start from the 21, and Wright gains 4 on first down.
And take a look at last year's offensive ranks, points per game, 3rd, top 10 in pass yards a game, and then rush yards a game. And there's Jackson Smith-Njigba, the reigning offensive player of the year. But when you look at the offense, you understand that if you can get the run game going, a guy like Jackson Smith-Njigba, he's going to win all the one-on-one battles.
Lock throws on 2nd down, and it's complete. It's Cody White. The Seahawks move the chains, pick up a first down out to the 33.
Yeah, and to expand on what I was referencing with Jackson Smith-Njigba, as soon as you can establish the run game, it forces the defenses to now bring that extra man in the box. And when you do that, Sam Darnold, he's been really good in the play action, understanding when he's going to get the one-on-ones outside of Jackson Smith-Njigba. That's when you get the production, and it throws that defense out of whack.
On first down, this is Wright up the middle. Gain of 3 out to the 36.
See already that they want to establish that inside running game. And I really like that because it's the old school smash mouth. You're starting to see a lot of teams get back to it. You know, about 3-4 years ago, we were talking about the spread offense, and they were going quick, and they talked about basketball on grass, and now you're bringing it back to this old school ground and pound, and then you open up the pass game from there.
Lock swings it out. This is Velus Jones. There is a flag. Played by our referee tonight.
Here's the contact. Defense number 38. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that's Tony Adams coming out of the game now. Oh, nope, going back in. There's Robert Saleh, head coach, and really liked our interview with him. Really enjoyed it. Right? He seemed like a guy that learned from that first head coaching experience with the Jets. Now he's bringing some of that over. Brought Brian Dable, offensive coordinator.
This is Jones out of the backfield. You talk about the Seahawks run game. Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker now in Kansas City. Zach Charbonnet scored 12 touchdowns last season, working his way back from injury.
Yep. Yeah, you see those guys, and we'll talk about that run game. And Robert Saleh, just want to go back because he's actually going to be calling the defensive plays this season. He's not doing it right now. Gus Bradley, defensive coordinator, is calling those plays. But he said he wants to feel connected again to the players, going again that scheme and understanding what it feels like and put on the pressure points for the defense.
Velus Jones once again on 2nd and 5. Stopped a yard shy of the marker.
Yeah, Kenny, you mentioned the running game. They're missing Zach Charbonnet, but they have been very impressed with Jadarian Price. Jadarian Price is a rookie out of Notre Dame. They've been impressed in the run game, but also he's been very special in the passing game as well. Sam Darnold believes he's going to be a threat on creating these one-on-one mismatches with defensive ends, with linebackers and safeties in the passing game, and that's only going to open it up for Jackson Smith-Njigba on the offense.
He was impressed in practice, did not play last week. We do not expect to see Price tonight. Elijah Arroyo, second-year tight end from your alma mater. University of Miami picks up a first.
Yeah, so we're going to watch him go in motion, and it's pretty easy when you look at the defense, and they're right now trying to play man. Linebacker has to go through the coverage, can't get there, and then Arroyo's just going to race down the sideline for a first down. Nice gain, and it's really nice looking offensive drive right now for the Seattle Seahawks.
Injured Seahawk offensive lineman Mason Richmond.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, so when we saw how long it took for him to get back up, you know, the pain and frustration on his face, we knew it didn't look good. Mike McDonald, John Schneider, both just equally distraught by that.
Richmond back up on his feet.
Yeah. Able to walk off on his own. That's always a good sign. Hopefully nothing serious. Remember Mike McDonald, John Schneider, you know, we were talking with them, and you could tell they were trying to be nice, you know, and talk to us, but their mind was on Jake Bobo, and they just felt bad for him, right? Couldn't believe that he went down, out for the season. Now they have to find that third, fourth wide receiver. That was already a hot contention position spot for the Seahawks. So we're going to see who's going to come out and, you know, make some plays and be consistent for the Seattle Seahawks offense.
From the 36, off the play fake, catch is made and is taken into the end zone by Arroyo for a Seahawks touchdown. 36 yards from Drew Lock to Elijah Arroyo.
So I mentioned that's a good-looking drive. Now just take a look at Arroyo and his outside release. You're watching now the defense, as I talked about, the run game. All the linebackers, they suck up in the run game. The safety, he misses the coverage. He goes out with the wide receiver. It leaves Arroyo wide open down the seam. And Drew Lock, he's not going to miss that, man. That's a veteran. He sees the wide open tight end. Nice play, nice execution, nice-looking drive for Seattle.
There's Jason Myers, who set a Super Bowl record with 5 successful field goals. Myers adds the extra point.
Rest for the touchdown.
Michael Carter takes it out for Tennessee. Out across the 25, forced out of bounds at the 28. Penalty marker down. Now some extracurricular activity. Remember, the teams practiced together. We saw a couple of flare-ups on Friday.
We did. We even saw Mike McDonald flare up a little bit. You know, the third team wasn't really giving him what he wanted as far as effort. He got in there. He got in their face. Let them know that they have to perform.
During the return, holding return team number 87. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Clete Blakeman and his crew, they were out there on Friday working the joint practice session.
Yeah, and it was a good practice, man. It was intense. Love the way that both teams were getting after it. And naturally, it gets a little chippy. As I mentioned, Mike McDonald, he was a little chippy as well. Not necessarily with the Titans. He just wanted that standard set defensively.
So while we will not see the Seahawks starters tonight, Tennessee starters on the field. Cam Ward, second-year quarterback. Tony Pollard, 1,000-yard rusher each of the last 4 seasons, takes the handoff, 2 with Dallas, and the last 2 with the Titans. And Pollard, with a nice run, picks up 8 on first down.
Usually you would see a player, especially a rookie, go into the tank. Instead, the last 8 weeks, 10 touchdowns, only 1 interception. He let up on the sacks. He knew that he had to be better, and he was that last half of the season. And got to see who's down for the Seattle Seahawks, but Cam Ward was really, really honest about himself, his performance, and then he's going to improve this year. I'm really excited to see how he does.
Started all 17 games as a rookie.
And it looks like Bud Clark is the one that's going to go down. There's Bud Clark in the center of the screen, and might have gotten rolled up on by one of his players, and immediately calling for the training staff.
Rookie second-round pick out of TCU. In today's game, and they hope to have Nick Emanwari back early in the regular season.
Yeah.
He's coming off an injury as well. Had a terrific rookie season for Seattle.
Yeah, and it was actually a point of emphasis for Mike Macdonald trying to find that third corner that they can use interchangeably. And if you've seen Mike Macdonald's defense, you know, Devin Witherspoon, as great as he is, he's only one guy. They can put him outside. They can put him inside. They need help, though. Josh Jobe is on the other side. They need that guy that's going to be another nickel / safety position. And right now, the guys are going down quickly.
2nd down and 1. The give to Pollard. And Pollard picks up a Tennessee Titans 1st down.
Take a look at the offense last year. 30th, 30th, right? Not good. We know it wasn't good at all. And coach got fired mid-season, but that has been a point of emphasis for Brian Daboll. If you've ever been around Brian Daboll's offenses with the Buffalo Bills, even with the New York Giants, the emphasis was the run game and then playing out of that and being a unique offense.
Titans empty the backfield. And the pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson, who played for Daboll in New York with the Giants. Over 90 receptions in New York for Robinson each of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, take a look at Cam Ward's eyes. What you're going to see for Tennessee Titans fans is a lot of Wan'Dale Robinson connecting with Cam Ward. They see the field the exact same way.
2nd and 5. Pass intended for the 1st-round pick out of Ohio State, 4th overall, Carnell Tate.
That was a nice job. Carnell Tate trying to get separation. It's going to go up and then out. Got to give Noah Igbenegani a nice job staying square, forcing him to the sideline. Just couldn't come up with the throw, with the catch, excuse me. Carnell Tate's been having a great camp, though. You can see the reason why he was drafted so high. Very athletic, very explosive.
So they add Wan'Dale Robinson. They draft Tate. Calvin Ridley on the field, coming off an injury-plagued season. 1st down and more into Seattle territory. Pollard finally shoved out of bounds by DeAnthony Bell. So Cam Ward connected with Pollard. Catch and run of 33 yards.
And what I like about this is Cam Ward is just taking what the defense is giving him. It's a swing pass. The linebacker got picked by his own defensive player, and then Tony Pollard is off to the races on the outside. Really like that Cam Ward didn't try to force the issue. He sees it open, get it to your guy, let the playmakers go and get that 1st down.
From the Seahawks 40, Ward steps up, fires downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Tate.
That one overthrown just a little bit, but it was such a great conversation we had with Cam Ward, right? He was very, very frank, very candid with us about his 1st year, and then I asked him, what are we going to see from Cam Ward's 2nd year? And he told us, I'm going to take what the defense gives me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay ahead of the chains, stay in the green, as him and Daboll like to call it.
2nd and 10. Ward looking, can't find anyone. Under pressure, throws to the far sideline. That's the 2nd-year receiver out of Stanford, Alec Ayermatter. Caught 41 balls last season.
And there's Brian Daboll. We had many conversations when he was the head coach for the New York Giants, and it was picking up right where we left off. Spoke with him, loved the way he thinks about Cam Ward. That relationship is growing. Likes what he sees with the offense and the talent that he has. Now it's a matter of putting it together, getting the language right, the terminology, have that offensive line protect for Cam Ward, and give him this opportunity right here. Set the protection, get the team in the right offensive play, and then execute.
3rd down and 7 for Ward. And the Titans looking for Ayermatter with Andre Fuller defending. Rookie 7th-round pick out of Toledo.
And this is really, really nice coverage. I know the fans are booing, but this is one-on-one. You basically have no help, right? It's a single high safety. The safety will never get there, and he did not panic. Oh, he might have gotten there a little early, right? Face guarding, but hey, I'm on the linebacker. I'm telling him, great play. I'll go dap him up right now. There's no flag on the field.
So here's Joey Sly. This will be a 55-yard attempt Last week he made 3 from 50 plus in a win over San Francisco. Back home, Sly connects from 55. Stadium, Nashville, Tennessee. Both teams scoring on their opening drive. White back deep along with Henderson for Seattle.
Liked what I saw from Cam Ward. Liked what I saw from that offense. Of course, Seattle had that one busted coverage, but they took advantage and got a field goal.
Henderson hesitated. And then took it out. Hit hard after crossing the 20. September 13th, Peters. Check local listings for the game in your area only on Fox. From the 21. Locke handing it off to Wright. And he's bottled up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's Marcus Harris coming up, and you can tell this is a first-team defense for the Tennessee Titans. Jeff Simmons's out there, their stars are there, and they clearly were not happy with the performance in the first series. Get the safety up there quickly, closes it, makes a nice tackle for loss. Now has the Seattle Seahawks behind the chains. Here you can blitz a little bit. I know they're going to be basic, it's preseason, but you still want to see them perform.
Locke 4 for 4 on the opening drive, under pressure. Able to get rid of it. Eric Sorbert, veteran of 9 NFL teams, makes the catch. Back up tight end.
And this is what you like to see, the leaders stepping up. As I said, that first series was not a good one. So now Jeff Simmons, one of the best defensive tackles, if not the best defensive tackle in the NFL, getting in there, getting pressure on Drew Lock. So you can see it's not about the play calling, it's the intensity. Right now, the intensity starts to pick up. They're going against a backup quarterback. They're going to show why they're a new and improved defense.
3rd down and 9 for Seattle. Let's get to the 31 for a first down. Locke will take off. And Locke crossed the 40.
He got it, Kenny.
Has a Seahawks first down.
Yeah, it looked like the Seahawks or the Titans thought that he might just slide. Instead, he knew exactly where he needed to go. Takes a little hit there. Nice run. You can tell he's already looking, seeing the blocking, and then he's like, all right, how much do I need to go to get in? Bam, bam. Take the shot, get the first down. Nice job, Drew Lock.
Locke now in his 8th season. He started 28 regular season games as Sam Darnold looks on from the sideline. Locke with the Broncos, the Seahawks. Started 5 games for Brian Daboll with the Giants back in 2024. On first down, he hands it off to Wright from the big hole. And Wright will take it all the way for a Seahawks touchdown. 69 yards. Jacardier Wright in his 2nd season out of Missouri State. And the Seahawks have scored touchdowns on each of their first 2 possessions here in Nashville.
I want you to watch the blocking, the kick out, and Jacardier Wright following his blockers. They go, pull. Linebackers don't get over, and he runs right up the teeth of that Titans defense. That is exactly what you want to see if you're a Seahawks offense. You don't have Kenneth Walker anymore. Can you establish the run game? They surely can. These guys are blocking well. These are the backups, by the way, blocking very well and hitting it right up the gut for a touchdown.
Flag was thrown for the celebration following the touchdown.
I mean, that'll just take the life out of you as a defense. You're going out there, you want to play hard. All of a sudden, they hit it right up the gut. That's supposed to be the strength of your defense, by the way, right? I'm bragging about Jeff Simmons being one of the best defensive tackles. They have a safety in Kevin Winston that they really like, and they went right at him. Easy touchdown.
Some of the players left the sideline. Players not in uniform went out onto the field and joined in on the celebration.
Yeah. Automatic flag. I like their excitement. They could kind of just wait until he gets to the sideline and cheer. Celebrate with him, but that was a good-looking touchdown, Kelly.
So the extra point attempt from 48 yards out is no good.